Alrighty, I want to run through all the best players from the Summer League. We're going to do one from every single team. And I want to hear your thoughts down below. If I miss anybody that you believe was the best player in the Summer League for your team, let me hear it. So, look, let's get right into it. And we're just going to go like team by team. There's no specific order. So, the Wizards, it was Jordan Shackle, who had like 14.5 points, 4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists in 4 games. And I know a lot of people were hoping it'd be Johnny Davis, but he wasn't exactly amazing. Davis averaged, 8.5 points on 27.6% shooting from the field and 33.3% from three. While Shackle, he's a guy who's played in the G League, but he definitely put his name on a lot of people's radar. Jordan Shackle for the Wizards. Then Jared Butler, he averaged 12 points, almost 8 assists, 3.5 rebounds, 3 steals in 3 games. This guy, yeah, he had some real bad shooting nights, but he showed that he should be the backup point guard in Utah. And he would have been a first-round pick if a heart condition hadn't derailed the start, hadn't derailed him during pre-draft process. But he's a great defender and passer, and he's going to take a bigger role in year 2. Delano Banton, he had 16.5 points for the Toronto Raptors, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2 steals in 4 games. And, Delano Banton was a guy that, if you guys don't remember, literally a year ago, he was balling out, and he's a former second-round pick who was kind of like a jack of all trades, glue guy who can do a little bit of everything, isn't elite at one specific skill, but defense, he's a 6'7" guard who can guard 1 through 4. So he's fun to watch. Then Spurs, it was hard to decide between Blake Wesley or Malachi Branham, but I got to give it to Malachi Branham from the San Antonio Spurs. 15.5 points, almost 4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists, and he shot 42.3% from three-point range. So, hey, Spurs did good with Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham. Guys, of course, the Sacramento Kings, I wanted to give it to Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis was a dog, but Keegan Murray, he's probably going to be the MVP of the Summer League. He averaged 23 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.5 steals. He was just dominant. He has the defensive versatility and efficient scoring that the Kings need. The Portland Trailblazers, the winners of the Summer League. Trendon Watford, the guy who's on a contract. He's going to have minutes next year. 12.5 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He already has a multi-year contract, holding it down. Hey, the Phoenix Suns, if DeAndre Ayton gets traded, they should bring Olivier Sarr, the former man from Kentucky. Is it Kentucky or Duke? I believe it's Kentucky. This guy, he's playing the NBA. He had 8 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks in 3 games. And put him on a 2-way contract. He's athletic enough and versatile to eventually join the front court of the Suns. The Sixers, I wanted to give it to Paul Reed, but I think Isaiah Joe's 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 2.5 steals in 3 games. But he also played before that. He was shooting 60% on threes on almost 7 attempts a game. Isaiah Joe's a dog. He'll play. Okay, but Paul Reed, I freaking love. Look, Paulo Banchero looked like the number 1 pick, dude. He had 20.6 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2.5 steals, 1 block. No questions about his defense through those 2 games. And look, he just looks lethal as a creator. We got over here Josh Getty and Chet Holmgren were hard to choose, but Josh Getty was just a dog. Josh Getty was out there having fun, and it literally looked like he was having the time of his life. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Josh Getty out there have fun. And he averaged 13 points, 8 assists, 5.5 rebounds, and he was just simply great. Miles McBride was cool for the New York Knicks, but it was really Quinton Grimes who arguably was the best player in the Summer League. He broke out. Almost 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.5 steals in 4 games. This guy people forgot was a point guard before he went to Houston. He was used as a wing and came into the NBA as a wing. For the Pelicans, Trey Murphy III, 27 points, almost a night, 7 rebounds, 2.5 steals, and 1 assist a game. Dude, 3rd most in the entire league, and he did that in 2 games. Trey Murphy's going to be the dog. Josh Minott. I used to say Josh Minnow, but it's Minott. He got himself a 4-year deal as a 2nd-round pick, biggest steal of the draft, 12.5 points, 9 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks in 5 games. Josh Minott. Why not? Okay? Then, yo, Sandro and Lindell Wigginton for the Milwaukee Bucks. First off, Sandro averaged 21 points, almost 9 rebounds, almost 3 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks in 4 games, while Wigginton was literally 20 points, almost 6 assists, almost 3 rebounds, and 1.5 steals in 4 games. You got Sandro, who's been a dog on both sides, who looks like he could be a rotational piece as a floor-stretching big man who can somewhat protect the rim. And Wigginton's making himself a case as a tough perimeter defender who can play make for others and himself. But then, come on. Yes, Nikola Jovic was forced to sit out with a quad contusion, but guess who just got himself a 2-way contract for the second year in a row for balling out for a second time in a row in the Summer League? Marcus Garrett. Now, I go to the University of Kansas, so I'm a huge Marcus Garrett guy. He averaged 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 1.5 steals, getting himself another 2-way contract. The only reason he got cut was because he had that wrist injury. Look, Santi Aldama, who was a stud at the Summer League, and look, he's looking like the first round pick, but it wouldn't be respectful to Kenneth Lofton if I didn't give him the dog for the Grizzlies. 15.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2 steals in 5 games. Okay, he's a dog. He got himself a contract. Cole Swider, dude, they gave him a 2-way contract, and in 5 games, he averaged almost 16 points, 5 rebounds, and assists a game while shooting 50% on 3 from almost 8 attempts a game. He's a shooting big, 6'9" forward who can play small ball 5 or the 4 and stretch the floor. Benedict Mather in 3 games for the Pacers, dude, he was a dog. He was literally scoring easily, looking like a playmaker who's perfect to be next to Halliburton. 19.5 points, 4 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Dude, Jabari Eason was locked down on defense, but his offensive numbers didn't help him at all. And Josh Christopher was the leading team scorer, but he shot 39.6% from the field and 12.5% from 3. Eason was a dog, though. He showed the athleticism, and he crashed the glass, and he looked good. The one thing is the right-handedness. He uses his right hand too much, but he averaged 17.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, 2 steals a game, almost 2 assists a game, and a block a game in 5 games. And then we had to give it to Moses Moody for the Golden State Warriors. I mean, Jonathan Kuminga and James Wiseman were both awesome, but Moody led the entire Summer League with 27.5 points in 2 games, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.5 steals and 1.5 blocks, while James Wiseman had 10.3 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, and 2.0 blocks per game, while Jonathan Kuminga, 3 assists a game, 4 rebounds a game, and almost 20 points a game. Okay, they were eating the Warriors. Then in 2 games, Jaden Ivy was a dog for the Pistons with 18.8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. But I really think Jalen Duren, man, he looked insane. Christian Brown arguably was the best player in the Summer League for the Nuggets. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2.5 steals, 1 block in 4 games. Maybe Christian Brown's going to be a dog for them. I still hate him, okay? Jaden Hardy in 5 games, second-round pick, signed a 3-year deal. 1.5 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 15 points. Oh my God, someone stop him. Ochai Agbaji for the Cleveland Cavaliers, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.5 steals, looking like that 3-and-D guy they needed. Then Dalen Terry, almost 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in 5 games. The 6'7" guard was locked down on defense. He's perfect for Lonzo Ball, Caruso, DeSumo, and Terry. What a great 4-man rotation. Nick Richards, okay? He got his deal guaranteed just before Summer League, and he came out and reassured the team that he could be a helpful rotational piece by averaging almost 15 points, 10 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, and 1 assist in 2 games. Nick Richards. Cam Thomas came out. He won co-Summer League MVP last year, and he fought for it again this year, averaging 27.5 points, 4.5 assists, 1.6 rebounds in 5 games. He's going to be a 6th Man of the Year candidate next year. Then J.D. Davidson looks like a steal. 13 points, 8.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks in 5 games, dude. He set 41 total assists, which is an all-time record for the Celtic at the Summer League, while averaging 8.2, which is the 3rd most in NBA Summer League history, behind only Lonzo Ball and his teammate Peyton Pritchard, okay? Then for the Atlanta Hawks, their best player was Shondy Brown Jr. Over the last 2 years, Jalen Johnson and AJ Griffin never stepped foot. And this year, Shondy Brown with 14.5 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist a game in 5 games was a dog. I want to hear your thoughts down below. But that's basically it. Like and subscribe, do all that good stuff. That was a 10-minute video. I did not realize that. So goodbye.